Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Claire. The video I'm about to show you is a flip cup, but not any old flip cup. It's one where I've divided the canvas. So I've put my tape down, my frog tape, divided the canvas into a sort of pinwheel effect or a Catherine wheel firework effect, and then I've done 8 little tiny flip cups of alternating colours onto the canvas. It's so cool. It was so much fun to do. Yeah, really interesting results. So let me show you what happened. These are the colours that I'm going to use. I've got them mixed up there already. So I've got Montmartre Gold, I've got Amsterdam Primary Cyan, Amsterdam Venetian Rose, 2 Daler Brownies, there's Phthalo Turquoise and there's Pearl White, and then 3 Pebeo Studio Acrylics, Prussian Blue, Iridescent Green Blue and Iridescent Silver. They're all mixed with PVA glue and water, and let me show you the consistency. So it's quite thick, it's quite creamy, it leaves a mound on a mound, it leaves a trace. Hopefully that will just give you an idea of the consistency. Let me show you with the rose. The rose is slightly thinner. I might add just a little bit more paint to that. But I'll put the recipe that I've used in the description of the video. If I get a paint that is a bit thinner with that mixture, like the Venetian Rose, I'll just add a little bit more paint. However, the iridescents are always thicker, so I'll actually add a little bit more water if they end up too thick. So use my ratios and my recipe as a guide, but then just have a play around because you want them all about the same consistency. I've divided my colours into 2, so I've got the blues, the pearl white and the gold, and then I've got the turquoises, the silver and the Venetian rose. So I'm going to layer up 8 little cups. Let me show you the canvas that I've that's now ready. So this is it. So it's a 30cm canvas. I've put the frog tape down in a sort of spiral fashion. So if you can see, I folded the frog tape over, so there's just a little sticky lip of the tape there, which I've put lots of little cuts in. So it means that when I put it down onto the canvas, I can get a nice curve to it. Yeah, that's my canvas. So you'll see that there are 8 gaps. So I'm going to do 8 little tiny flip cups. So I will have too much paint here, but that doesn't matter at all. I'd quite like to get 2 layers of each colour into each cup. So let's do the turquoise ones first. So just quite thin layers, because what I'm saying really is, oh my goodness, I know what I haven't done. I haven't put my silicone in my cups. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. So I'm going to use this coconut milk anti-breakage hair serum. So I'm going to put a good couple of drops in each colour. I can't believe I almost forgot that. In fact, let's go for 3. And then I'll take out what I just put in here already. Wow, that would have been a very boring flip cup if I'd forgotten to put this in. Right, let's try again. All cups now have silicone in, three drops of the hair serum. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit in the bottom of each of these cups. And I'm just layering it on top. It's nice and thick paint, so it's just going to sit on top of each other. All the layers will sit on top of each other. Right, so I'm ready to do the flip cup. So I'm just going to put all the cups down. And then when I pull the cups up, I'm going to do some drizzling, especially into this corner here. So I'm going to alternate the cups. So one of them from one side, one from the other side. Right, all down. How fun. So I think I'm just trying to think how on earth I'm going to do this. I have these ideas and I don't really think beyond the idea. I just sort of, the idea sort of evolves. Well, no, the idea doesn't evolve. I've got the idea, but the process to try and get to that point just evolves as I'm doing this. So I think maybe if I bring it this way into the corner and then I tip it, it will come this way. And I am just definitely going to do some drizzling as well, because I like the effect of that. Okay. Right, just had an idea. Should I be putting down something just to stop that paint running off the edge on this side? Right, I'm just going to grab my frog tape. So I've just got a piece of the frog tape again, and again I'm just going to fold it in half. I'm trying to rush and do this quickly because so my paint doesn't also escape. Let's just try and wipe that off and stick this on. Right, that was a bit of an emergency then. So I just want to try and get this paint down to this corner, and I think I'm going to find that difficult unless I put that on there just to stop the paint running off the edge. So it would make sense to do this for all edges. Right, I can carry on now. So again, I'm going to push it into the centre, let it fall out, and then do a few twirly bits over the top. Right, so all my paint is on. It's all met up really nicely here in the centre. So now I want to try and spread it as much as I can. I'm not torching yet. The torching will be right at the end, because if I torch now and I get cells, they're going to really distort. So I'm just doing this really slowly. I'm trying to watch every single puddle as I'm doing this. I'm just concentrating on this one at the back here, trying to get that one covered. I'm not yet sure I'm happy with these colours. I'm thinking actually in hindsight something a bit more contrasting between the layers might have been better. Right, most are done. This one and this one still have just got a little bit to cover, just right at the edges. Right, it is all covered. So what's next? Do you think I should? I think I'll take off the edges next. Right, in most places, certainly along the back here, the paint has just fallen over beautifully. Most of it is covering now. I'm going to put some gloves on, and I'm just going to tilt around a little bit more to get my edges sorted out. So I think I might torch it next to get some cells, and then take the tape off. Now I'm not expecting very big cells because the paint's quite thick, and also I don't really intend to be tilting it much more to stretch the cells. Oh, set fire to my frog tote then. Right, that has really transformed it. That is looking really pretty. So let's take the tape out. I think it's going to distort it a little bit, and it's certainly going to pull some of the cells. Maybe I should have torched after. Oh well, it's done now. Right, I've got one big S all the way through, so that will be the last one to take up. All the others are just half thickness. And I'm trying to do it as quickly as I can so that it doesn't drip. Always do it towards the edge of the canvas. Done. Well, it's interesting. It's not the perfect shape that I was hoping for. I wonder if I can just help it along a little bit. Let me get a stir stick. Right, what do we think? Some of the lines are gorgeous, are perfect. There's a line here I'm pretty unhappy with because I think as I pulled it up, it really, this panel here really fell into the darker blue panel. I love it. I am so happy I have just done that. It has given me the shape and the definition. It might move, it might not stay as it is because there's a lot of paint on here, but I've got that Catherine wheel, I've got that spiral, and whoa, it's crazy, it's full on. But I love that. I think I'm going to do this again, but in very contrasting colours. I tried to make it kind of merge and blend all into one, which I've done with the turquoise and the blues. But I think I need to be bolder. I think I need to go just for total contrast. Look at my workbench, such a mess. But wow, just look at this, the craziness of it. I even like the way where you pull this, when I pulled the stick through, it kind of pulls on the cells and it creates more of a pattern. I love the independent panels, so the blue and the gold works beautifully, and the turquoise and the Venetian rose, love that, really think it's pretty. Now interestingly, the cells in the gold and blue section are bigger than the cells in the turquoise section. Not sure why. Could just be the consistency of the paint. So I think if the paint is thinner, the cells will come through more and become bigger. But there's more cells in the turquoise section. Oh, it's so pretty. It's chaotic, really chaotic, but as you probably know, I like that. I like how full on and crazy and busy it is. Oh, I'm really happy. I think I'm going to go put the kettle on and prepare another canvas because I want to do this again. Right, I'll be back when it's dry. So here's the dry result. Unfortunately, it's moved. So I thought this was going to happen. There was so much paint on there that my nice curves are no longer curves. You can see where these cells have just continued to grow and my nice curved line now is all lumpy. And here, it's interesting, it's the cells that are pushing. So I'm reasonably happy with it. I still like the colours, I still like the concept of it, but I'm very much in two minds as to whether to embellish it now and to draw do some lines to actually straighten everything up. Last time I straightened everything up on a painting, I had loads of comments saying, you should have left it, I wish you hadn't have done that. But I just don't think it looks complete. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to hand draw some lines on just to try and get it looking a bit crisper and sharper. I did it. I couldn't resist. I just had to give it a bit more definition, and now you're in no doubt the pattern. So it's not perfect, but I am really happy that I've drawn the lines on. The plan was, or my aim was, to try and start small and with each one just get slightly wider just to make it a bit more interesting. First of all, I used a blue Posca pen, but it was too bright, so I then painted over the top with some, the Amsterdam Phthalo Prussian blue, Phthalo turquoise. I'm not sure. No, I thought it was Prussian blue. So it's a really dark colour. And now I just think you can see each block individually, so much happier with this. The colours are just beautiful. Since doing this painting, since filming, I've actually done another one. As I said I would, I got straight on to it, prepared another canvas, and I did another one, which the video will be out in a couple of days, but I tilted off a lot more paint. So I managed to keep, it's dried, I've managed to keep the lines. So look out for that. That will be coming up soon. So I have not embellished it. I'm not going to embellish it. It is as it is. So yeah, the next couple of days that will be out. Great. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. It's a really unusual technique. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you think it works. Any ideas you have, any thoughts you have. Great. Thanks for watching. Bye.